everyone, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, thank you so much for joining me today. And as you can see, today's video is a tag video. Actually, this tag created by my beautiful, gorgeous friend Neesha from Spicy Look. Hello Neesha, if you're watching. Thank you for creating this amazing tag. I know I'm a little bit late, but I'm super ready today to share my heavy hitter fragrances. And of course, you guys, if you're not following Spicy Look, you should do. You're missing out a lot because Neesha has one of the best fragrance collections on YouTube, if not the best. She has an amazing designer and of course niche fragrances. I love her so much. I love watching her videos also so much. Highly recommend to check her out. I'm gonna leave the link of her channel in the description box, of course, so you can go to her channel, watch her videos, subscribe to her also. Now, without any further ado, let's get started. So now here's my top 10 heavy hitter fragrances, or my beast mode fragrances. And the first one that I'm going to talk about is from Lancome House, because actually Lancome House makes amazing heavy, strong, heavy hitter fragrances. Of course, I love Lancome House so much, you guys. The quality of their fragrances, amazing. Also the performance of their fragrances, I'm talking about almost all of them, okay, are so amazing. But the one I'm going to talk about today is called Tresor Midnight Rose. You guys, this fragrance, I absolutely love it. It had not only because it has a great performance, but also the smell itself, it smells divine. This is all about rose, raspberries, vanilla, cedarwood, also some musk, some peony flowers, you know, those pinky, fluffy, powdery flowers, and also has a cassis note, which smells like black currant. So that's why it's syrupy, it's sweet, but it's also very powdery, very feminine, and very romantic. But the performance, you guys, about this fragrance is really to die for. It's very long lasting. Actually, all the fragrances that I'm going to talk about today also has a great lasting power, because beast mode fragrances or heavy hitter fragrances, for me, it means they have a huge sillage and wide projection, and of course going to leave a long trail behind you. But also, of course, they have a very long lasting power. It's fruity, it's sweet, it's jammy rose. It's very unique and very addicting at the same time. So this was my first one, Tresor Lancome Midnight Rose. And the second one on my list, I have a fragrance from Chanel House, the best timeless, classy and classic fragrances. So the one that I'm going to talk about today is, of course, Coco Chanel. You guys, this is the EDP version, not the EDT. The EDP version has better performance, of course. I know this is an old fragrance, but I absolutely love it, and it's really a beast mode. Now, if you're looking for a fragrance that's very classy, very timeless, and you love amber and of course roses, you're gonna love this one so much. I know some people can call it very mature, but I don't see it like very mature or old lady or anything. It's just very unique. It's, yes, an old fragrance, but in my opinion it still smells a little bit modern and classy at the same time. It's a little bit spicy, not too much spicy, even if you don't like spicy fragrances. I think you're gonna like this one because the spices in here mixed very well with the rose and with the amber and some sandalwood also in the base. I love cloves note in fragrances a lot, and the cloves in here smells very fantastic, very unique. Absolutely adore this amber scent, and of course it works amazing during cold weather. So it's the perfect time to wear this unique fragrance, you guys. So it has to be in today's list, of course. So this was Coco Chanel, the EDP. And next one on my list, I have to have a fragrance from Mugler House, because of course this house known for their heavy hitter, very powerful fragrances, of course, and actually I think any fragrance from this house is going to be a heavy hitter. I'm talking about Alien, talking about also Angel. The one that I have choose for you today is a flanker from Angel. Really, this fragrance is a very, very powerful fragrance, and of course, you guys, I'm talking about Angel Muse. I'm not a huge fan of the original Angel, to be honest. Actually, I hate the original Angel. It didn't work for me. I'm an Alien girl. But you guys, this flanker, for some reason, I loved it so much. Maybe because the patchouli in here really toned down. So the patchouli in here doesn't smell sharp and overpowering just as the original one. So maybe that's why. Also, the hazelnut cocoa bread note, which is here, smells like chocolate, creamy chocolate, like Nutella smelling, gives it some smoothness in this fragrance. I have to say it's a heavy on the patchouli, so if you're not a huge lover of patchouli, you have to test it first. Definitely it's not a safe blind buy, you have to test it first. But if you like patchouli, if you like sweet fragrances, very unique, very powerful fragrances, definitely this one should be in your list. And again, it works amazing during winter time, and yeah, it just works perfect during cold months. And let me spray it with you because I haven't worn it in a long time, and of course I'm going to wear it a lot this winter. Because you guys, this is really a beast mode fragrance. Right away when you spray it, you can get that heavy dose of vanilla and chocolate mixed with that patchouli and some pepper, I think, on top of it. But it's very well blended scent. It's very beautiful, you guys. Very unique, and as long as you wear it, it's going to get sweeter and sweeter on your skin, of course. If you're looking for something very unique, very different, but yet mass appealing. So this was the third one, and number 4 fragrance in today's list is going to be a cheapy fragrance. Actually, it's not expensive at all, but the smell of this fragrance smells very expensive. Very affordable fragrance, and of course I'm talking about Nina Ricci L'Extase Rose Absolue. I'm talking about this black bottle. Absolutely stunning rose, oud, vanilla, benzoin composition. Actually, this fragrance doesn't have an oud note in it, but I think the cedar wood in this fragrance that gives it like this uniqueness and this heaviness of the oud. Actually, the cedar wood in here smells like oud. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see it, you guys, but here's my dent. I've used it a lot because it works absolutely stunning during fall and winter. Many people comparing this fragrance to Oud Satin Mood by MFK. I don't see that. It doesn't smell much similar to it. Maybe it has same vibe, but in my opinion, it smells totally different than Oud Satin Mood. But it's still a great affordable, very heavy, overpowering. This, you guys, really fills the whole room when you wear it, especially if you overspray it. It's really gonna fill up the whole room. This is amazing rose, oud, vanilla, benzoin, and some woody notes. Amazing. This smells so addicting to me, so captivating, but still very unique and expensive. So this was the number 4 Nina Ricci L'Extase Rose Absolue. And next up on my list, I have a fragrance from Narciso Rodriguez house. You guys, I love this brand so much. I think Narciso Rodriguez makes the best powdery and strong fragrances. Hands down, I love it. I have many fragrances from this brand, actually a big collection that I'm proud of, but I think I've picked the strongest one in my collection. This one, you guys, is really a heavy hitter fragrance, especially in the cold weather. This fragrance absolutely stunning, and of course I'm talking about Narciso. This is the white cube. As you can see, you guys, this is very heavy on the musk and also on the woods. It has many woody notes, cedar wood. I think it has also some sandalwood and vetiver. So it has a very heavy woody base, which smells here absolutely unique and stunning. But at the same time, it smells smooth. I don't know how come, but it really It smells very smooth and creamy, almost like lactonic smelling. I think this comes from the maybe the gardenia flower. It gives it that, you know, very creamy and lactonic quality to it. And of course with the signature musk of Narciso. And also this fragrance is not sweet at all. So this fragrance, I always reach for it during winter when I take a break from those very syrupy sweet fragrances. I always go for this fragrance because it's not sweet, but it's very powdery, very musky, and very woody. Absolutely stunning, you guys. This is last on my skin forever. And also this is very heavy when it comes to projection and sillage. You don't need to spray a lot, you know, when you wear this fragrance. Really overpowering and strong. Highly recommend it, of course, if you're looking for a very strong, musky, creamy, white floral that smells very amazing, very feminine, very innocent, but it's very powerful at the same time. So this was Narciso by Narciso Rodriguez. And the next one on my list, I have a fragrance from Burberry House. I think this is a hidden gem in my collection, and I'm talking about Burberry HerIntense. This is the intense version. This is a beast mode fragrance. Oh my goodness. This is all about berries, amber, and benzoin. So it's a very sweet. You have to appreciate very sweet fragrances to love this fragrance. Because you guys, here smells very syrupy. The fruits in here, the berries in here smells absolutely divine. When it comes to the dry down, you guys, this is absolutely stunning. It's very addicting to me. Like once I smell it, I can't stop sniffing it because it's really addicting. It has Baccarat Rouge vibe, I would say, but it's only in the very dry down. Yeah, I'm talking about after 2, 3, maybe 4 hours, you're gonna get that Baccarat Rouge vibe in it. But it just smells amazing, you guys. I highly recommend it. It's of course much stronger than the original. I love to wear Burberry Her only during spring and summer, but of course the intense version is much stronger during cold months. Highly recommend it if you're looking for a very sweet fragrance that smells unique and also has a Baccarat Rouge vibe. And my next heavy hitter fragrance, you guys, is actually a flanker from a very popular fragrance. And of course I'm talking about La Belle Le Parfum. This version, you guys, of course is much heavier than the original La Belle, and if you ask me, I love it way more than the original La Belle. I mean, look at this bottle also. It looks absolutely stunning with this dark color, and actually the scent, it smells really similar to this color. It's very dark, as you can see. Also I can smell some cherry and some leathery notes in this fragrance. So really the bottle and also the colors of the bottle really represent the actual scent. As I said, it's way more complex and not as sweet as the original. So if you're looking for a little bit mature version of the original, not as sweet and also more complex, it has more notes, of course. It's not only about jasmine, pear, and vetiver. It has many notes actually. I can smell here some nuts like hazelnuts. Especially in the dry down, you can smell all of those nutty, sweet, leathery, ambery, cherry notes with this signature pear and vetiver of the original La Belle. If you're between this or the original, I highly recommend the intense version, of course, or the Le Parfum version, because it's actually way more unique and a little bit more mature. And now, are you ready for my top 3? Yes, my top 3 are the strongest perfumes in my whole perfume collection, you guys. I'm super excited. And number 3 spot, I have a fragrance from Montal House, because you guys, believe me, if we're talking about heavy hitter fragrances, we have to mention Montal House, because actually all of them are very beast mode fragrances, and I have about 4 fragrances from this house. I absolutely love Montal fragrances, of course, but the one that I have chosen for today's video is my absolute favorite one from my collection. And this one, you guys, called Red Oud. I raved about this fragrance a lot on my videos because I adore it. I just can't get enough of it. This fragrance, you guys, is also a hidden gem in my collection. No one talks about it, but it's really absolutely stunning. Very powerful oud rose composition, but it's not your typical oud rose composition at all. This smells very different, very unique, because it's very powdery with that orris root note in the base. Makes it very powdery. It's almost like the smell of the high-end and luxurious lipsticks. If you like the smell of lipsticks, you know, those high-end expensive one, definitely you're gonna get this one, because the iris or the orris root in here smells exactly like this. And also the oud in here, you guys, doesn't smell very heavy or animalic or anything. The oud in here just smells woody, like you're smelling like sandalwood, and it's a very light touch of oud. Actually, it always stays in the background. So even if you don't like oud fragrances, you would absolutely love it, because I don't consider this fragrance as an oud based fragrance at all. This is to me a very rosy, woody, powdery fragrance with only touch of oud. And when it comes to the performance, you guys, this is lasts on my skin till the next day. So I'm talking about 24 hours. I'm not even kidding. And also it has a huge sillage. So also you don't need to spray too much with this fragrance. I would say 3-4 sprays maximum, and you're good to go for 10 hours at least. Amazing. I can't recommend it enough. From this house, of course. If you like Montal fragrances, you would absolutely love it, of course. And it's also a little bit sweet, I would say. This has a gourmand sweetness to it. I don't know where it comes from, because I don't think it has any gourmand notes, but really in this fragrance I can smell some, like, you know, biscuits or cookies in this fragrance. So it's edible, it's very gourmand, it's sweet. It's also a unisex fragrance, but in my opinion it leans way more feminine. So maybe that's why also I love it so much, because it smells very feminine yet so unique and addicting. So this was my top favorite Montal fragrance from my collection, Red Oud. And number 2 heavy hitter fragrance in this list is a fragrance from Givenchy house, and actually it's a new addition to my collection. And this one, you guys, became so easily one of my top 10 for life fragrances. And of course I'm talking about L'Interdit Rouge. This is the Rouge edition, the latest one. Absolutely adore this fragrance. This is my favorite L'Interdit line, because I've tried all of them, and definitely this is my favorite one, because it really smells very unique. It has also, it's not only about this bubble gummy tuberose just like the original one. This has more notes than only white florals, you know, vanilla white florals. I can definitely smell some sweet cherries in this fragrance, especially in the opening. And then also I can smell very dark velvety roses. Those notes are not listed, I don't know why, but I totally can pick up sweet cherry, very dark red roses with the, you know, tuberose and jasmine and whatever, and of course also vanilla, because it's also very sweet and the dry down. This fragrance is a beast mood. This is fill up the whole room with only 2 or 3 sprays. Actually, if you overspray this fragrance, you might get a headache. It's that strong. So you don't need to spray too much, because it's very powerful fragrance, and also it has a great lasting power. So she's really a monster when it comes to lasting power, projection and sillage. Amazing, absolutely love it, you guys. If you're looking for a more seductive, sexy version of the original L'Interdit, please check this one out. You need it in this winter. So this was a number 2 spot, L'Interdit Rouge by Givenchy. And of course this is my number 1 heavy hitter fragrance from my collection, you guys. And actually this is the strongest fragrance in my collection, to the way that I can't spray more than 2 sprays. Seriously, you guys, this is a beast for real. And it's also a new addition to my collection, and I'm talking about the Muse. First of all, this bottle looks very fantastic. Oh my goodness, looks amazing. And also the juice inside smells amazing, you guys. But you have to appreciate very heavy fragrances to like this fragrance. It's all about a very syrupy, sweet, fruity scent with a heavy base of patchouli and leather. So you have to appreciate those two notes, the leather and patchouli. This fragrance also is a unisex fragrance, but in my opinion it leans a little bit more masculine because of that you know, leather patchouli combo, especially in the dry down. So to be honest with you, I don't like it that much when I wear it on my skin because sometimes it leans more masculine, but I prefer it much more on the clothing. When you first spray this fragrance, you're gonna get a blast and a strong heavy dose of plum and raspberries. They are smelling very fruity and syrupy in here, and quickly you're gonna smell some jasmine and white florals mixed with labdanum note, which is here smells a little bit leathery and also ambery. So as you can see, it has some oriental note, just like the labdanum, the patchouli, the benzoin, the amber. So all of those oriental notes makes it smell very strong, very oriental, very deep and complex, and also a dark fruity, very mature, very heavy patchouli based fragrance. I think if you like this composition, you would absolutely love it. And of course, also it's not a safe blind buy. You have to sample it first. Even if you like this composition, you have to sample it first, because those polarizing notes, just like the patchouli and leather and labdanum, they are not safe at all, you know. So you have to sample it first. Beast Mood powerhouse, amazing fragrance from this amazing brand. So again, this was my number one and the strongest fragrance from my collection, the Rouge of Muse. And this was my top 10 heavy hitter fragrances from my perfume collection. Thank you so much, Neesha, for creating this amazing tag, and thank you so much also, of course, for tagging me. You guys, I want to hear some heavy hitter choices from your perfume collection. Of course, you're gonna let me know in the comment section. And again, thank you so much, you guys, for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, of course, as it really helps support my channel, and I can't wait to see you in my next one.